Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical problem, but everything is solved right now. So welcome to this webinar organized by Wolters Kluwer's. And today the topic will be how to use multiposting in order to simplify your recruitment using the universities and more specifically the bureau career in Poland. So I will briefly describe the tool and the company, and then I will go more into detail to show you how to use it. It's very simple in terms of utilization and very powerful in terms of reach. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any question at the end, you will receive all the contact details so that we can liaise. So, presenting the company very briefly. Multiposting was created in 2008. It's a pure IT company. And the core focus of Multiposting is really how to use IT and new technology in order to improve your sourcing and the efficiency of your recruitment. As the name says it, Multiposting decided to focus on the publication of the ads in order to reach several channels, the bureau career, the social media, the job board, because the complexity and the number of those channels is increasing. The problem is that the number of hours in a day and the resources are still limited. Hence, the idea to create a tool very easy to use, but very powerful in order to reach this complexity. The company has grown from a pure French operation into a global company, which is now posting in 50 countries, used by major company recruiting in several countries. You see here some examples. And the expansion is continuing. We started in 2013 January in Poland, and now the offer is fully operational, hence this presentation. Here is some example of the clients that use our services in various countries. As you can see, various industries, they all have in common that they are recruiting, and they face some challenges based on the position, based on the location, and they need to be creative in their sourcing. To cover the globe, obviously, we need to take into consideration the specificities that are very important, because the market in Poland in terms of channels, job boards, social media or university is very specific. So we take this into consideration and we really develop a solution that is operational and useful locally. This is the case for the job boards, for the universities and the schools. And just to sum up on Multiposting, we are a bridge between your HR system. We cooperate with all the major existing HR systems, and from this system give you the possibility to distribute and post your ads on the job boards, on the universities, and today the focus will be on the Polish universities and on innovative channels. When it comes to the university, we have integrated at the moment 1,800 universities all over Europe. So enough about the theoretical part. Let's focus on our topic today, sourcing graduates, young professionals, and people who are entering the market, finishing the best schools in Poland. So what we've done over the past year and a half is that we integrated all the Polish universities, engineering school, business schools, and specialized school in order to see which one are working best. And out of this, it's more than 120 schools that were tested. Out of this 120 plus, we selected the 50 universities that worked best. Worked best means that they gave obviously the highest result in terms of application. And this is due to the fact that they have a good technology, that they have process, and they have organized the bureau career to make it efficient so that both companies and candidates can reach it easily and use it smoothly. Hence the positive result that they brought during those 12 months of test. So you see here the list of the universities that were selected. First segment are the university. Second one, engineering school, specialized IT school, so more for the technical position. And finally, the business schools. Altogether, there is exactly 55 schools. To show you how to use it and how the tool looks in reality, I change right now so that you can see my screen on internet. So this is the Multiposting interface. This is the one that you would have if you were using Multiposting. Basically, you just need the login and a password. We customize and we tailor this tool so that it reflects exactly what you would need so that you can reach the schools that would be interesting for you. And it's very easy to use. Basically, when it comes to the schools, you have the possibility to choose whether the position that you want to post is for a stage, a practica, or a job. Then you have the possibility to choose more into details what is the type of diploma that is really interesting for you. Because every time we integrate a school, we classify the diploma so that you can find the relevant school, not knowing necessarily the specificities of each school, but really focusing on one specific diploma or qualification. So here you have the example of business zarządzania ekonomia. I took the example of księgowość, finanse, and audit. You can go really deep into the filter and the selection. You have the same possibility regarding the education level, meaning that you can focus on license or magister or MBA or studia poddiplomowe. And some company might be interested, given their specialization, on technicum and professional schools. And the final filter that you can apply that is also very important given the specificities of your business and the various locations where you need to recruit is obviously the spread into the region. So you have all the region of Poland which are covered, and you see here I took as an example Śląskie, Lubelskie, Małopolskie and Mazowieckie. And once you've chosen the exact criteria which are interesting for you, you see the schools which are matching those criteria, and you can see them specifically. So you can decide that you want to keep all of them, or you can unselect the one that you don't want to reach. So plain and simple, once you've made this selection, the next step is to focus on the ad itself, so that you have a typical formula where you give the information regarding the company, regarding the job description, the profile of the candidate that you are searching for, the job title. You have the possibility to create your template. And you have the possibility as well to decide how the candidate will apply, whether it will be by email or with a specific and unique link that will enable the candidate to reach your page to upload their CV and finalize their application. So you have the typical fields that are important in order to give all the information. It is just obviously an example so that we can go to the next step. Some fields are mandatory, some are mile vidziane, but they are not compulsory. And once you have entered the information, all you have to do is reach the final stage, which is a simple confirmation and validation of the schools that you have selected and of the text that you want the candidates to see. And once you've reached this step, it's just to read prior to posting and you validate. And from that point, your ad is sent to the schools that you have selected. So just to show you one more time, 3 steps. First steps where you choose the schools. You can choose whether these are for the stage, practica or job. A second step where you focus and you give the information regarding the position. And the third step is to validate prior to posting, the final posting. And that's basically all you have to do. So if you are posting today on several universities, you know that this is very time consuming because you need to go in each university or send them an email or filling a formula and you multiply it by the number of schools that you want to reach. Here you have the possibility to do it in very few clicks, reaching a pretty wide perimeter. Right now it's up to 55. So simple to use, and on top of the utilization there are other interesting features which are focusing on the statistics, meaning that what we really care on top of reaching those schools is to give you more visibility and more hard data to understand what is the contribution coming from each university in terms of application, so that you will know that for certain position, this and this university are bringing interesting results, while for other position, this may come from other university. This way you can first assess the current perimeter that you are using, and second, decide to diversify and widen your sourcing perimeter in order to reach new universities that can contribute positively to your recruitment. So just to give you an idea of the type of information that you can analyze once you use multiposting, I just took the example of an existing client in Poland posting on universities. And this is the type of ranking that this client is capable of doing, having the type of information on the number of jobs that were posted, the total number of people that applied, and the average number of applications per job. And what is very interesting to analyze on top of those figures is that the profile of the people who are applying today are obviously for practicant. These are people who are still studying. There are also absolventów and people who are looking for their first job. But I would say that there is a portion of 30 up to 40% of people who are already working. They have usually 2 to 3 years experience. They know that they can find some job advertisement on their Bureau Career, which is usually linked to the location where they studied and where they would like to live. So they keep in touch with their university and they visit regularly their Bureau Career in order to see interesting offer for a job, and they have already some experience. So Bureau Career, and we see it as well in other countries, are not used only by the student, but they are also used by young professionals. So if you are using it at the moment only for your interns, I strongly encourage you to widen this sourcing to more senior people. Obviously not the managerial or director position, but for young professional, it is a relevant tool. Once you have the reach, once you have the possibility to post easily on a very large number of universities. And it is used for finance position, for IT position, for language position. Obviously what I'm showing right now today is focusing on Poland, but you could imagine the same logic going beyond the borders. And today there are some companies using our solution in order to reach candidates in Spain, in France, in Finland, in order to reach people with specific language skills because they have such needs growing their business in Poland. summing up, Multiposting is a customized solution. You can have several users, and we will fully mirror the system to your organization. We can add new channels, new schools, if really you have a specificity and there is one school that is missing in those 55 that you really care about, we can easily add this school. We can customize the interface and also manage credits and quotas if you have such a need for your organization. The benefit, plain and simple, save time. That's the first one, because where today you have a time consuming with a very low added value process in your HR department, you could use this time for more selection and more soft HR tasks that really bring value in the organization. You can reduce your costs because you do not have to spend this time, and you can as well widen the sourcing perimeter and get more candidates coming from channels such as Bureau Career, which are free channels. And this way you can optimize your sourcing by testing and benchmarking the various channels, having the statistics to be in this continuous improvement process of your sourcing. Finalizing this presentation, obviously to use our solution, we guarantee a full service, and we have a team which is dedicated to the management of your solution and the management of the relationship with the destination where you want to post. And we speak several languages so that we can really act locally, which was one of the most important things we decided to focus on, going internationally to really give a global reach but have a strong local approach with the language that's obvious. To make this offer more concrete and to give the chance to the one of you that would be interested in going further, we have decided to make a special offer which is valid until June 25th. And this is basically the opportunity for you to test, obviously, Multiposting, but this is also the possibility for you to run a long test on those universities to really see how they can contribute positively to your recruitment. So to make this a no-brainer and to make you really able to make a fast decision to try it and to see the positive result for your business, the offer is a one-year subscription where you can post on all those 55 universities or the selection that interests you most. That's your decision, for an unlimited number of posting. And this will cost only 1,000 euro, so that you can really have your Multiposting fully tailored to your company with as many users as you want, and really take full benefit of this sourcing channel, which is very powerful in Poland and that can help you really solve some issues that you are facing on the sourcing side. If you are interested, feel free to contact me on my email, which is indicated on the slide. You can also reach me directly on my mobile. If I'm not available, just leave me a message and I will call you back as soon as possible. I insist on the limited time frame during which this offer is available. So if you have more questions prior to making the decision, feel free to contact me in the coming days so that we can go more into detail and see together if this tool can really help you given your current sourcing challenge. So I hope everything was clear, and once again sorry for the delay and for being a bit late. For those who are interested in going further, feel free to contact me directly. We will also send you an email with this specific offer via Wolters Kluber so that you can all have the opportunity to benefit from it. I wish you all a very nice day and hope to talk to you soon. Thank you very much.